Welcome to the story world. Title: The Helping Ghost. Johnny was a ghost, but not a spooky one. He was a helping ghost, a shimmering, translucent boy with a mop of unruly white hair and eyes that twinkled like distant stars. He lived in the old oak tree at the edge of Whispering Woods, and his favorite thing to do was help people, even though they couldn't see him. One sunny morning, little Lily was having a terrible time. She was trying to build a magnificent sandcastle on the beach, but the wind kept blowing the sand away, and her tower kept collapsing. Tears welled up in her eyes. She slumped onto the sand, her tiny shovel lying abandoned beside her. Johnny, perched on a low-hanging branch of the oak tree, felt a pang of sympathy. He floated down, his translucent form barely disturbing the warm sand. He couldn't exactly build the sandcastle for her. Ghosts aren't very good at manipulating physical objects, but he could help. He gently nudged the sand with his ethereal hand, creating a small, protective wall around Lily's castle. He whispered instructions to the wind, guiding it away from the delicate structure. He even managed to subtly compact the sand, making it firmer and less likely to crumble. Lily, oblivious to Johnny's help, suddenly found her sandcastle holding its shape. The wind seemed to magically avoid it. She gasped, her eyes widening with wonder. It's working," she exclaimed, her tears forgotten. She worked with renewed energy, adding turrets and flags, her sandcastle growing taller and more magnificent with every passing minute. Later that day, old Fitzwilliam was struggling to carry a heavy basket of groceries home. He was bent over, his breath coming in ragged gasps. Johnny, seeing his plight, gently lifted the basket, making it feel surprisingly light. Mr. Fitzwilliam, feeling the sudden lightness, straightened up with a surprised grunt. He reached his home without a single ache or strain. That evening, Mrs. Gable, a kind baker known for her delicious apple pies, was having trouble reaching a jar of cinnamon on a high shelf. Johnny, with a gentle push, nudged the jar forward until it was within her reach. Mrs. Gable smiled, unaware of the unseen hand that had helped her. As the sun set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Johnny floated back to his oak tree, feeling a warm glow in his translucent chest. He hadn't received any thanks. No one even knew he was there, but that didn't matter. The joy he felt in helping others was reward enough. One day, a little boy named Tom was lost in Whispering Woods. He was crying, scared and alone. Johnny appeared before him, shimmering faintly in the twilight. This time, Tom could see him. Tom gasped, but instead of screaming, he felt a strange sense of calm. Johnny gently guided Tom, leading him out of the woods and back to his worried parents. Tom's parents were overjoyed to have him back. They thanked Johnny profusely, though Johnny simply smiled, his eyes twinkling brighter than ever. From that day on, the villagers of the nearby town knew about Johnny, the helping ghost. They left small offerings of flowers and cookies at the base of the old oak tree, a silent thank you for his kindness. The moral of the story is that helping others brings its own reward. Even if you don't receive thanks or recognition, the feeling of making a difference in someone's life is a wonderful gift in itself. Just like Johnny, you can find joy in helping others, big or small, and make the world a brighter place, one good deed at a time. And sometimes even the smallest act of kindness can have the biggest impact. For more videos, please subscribe our channel.